Welcome to the show, presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. I have an amazing show for you. In fact, I'm taking a different approach to the sport hater. I'm taking a different approach, meaning there's some who want to change. There's some who see the evil of their ways. I can't leave them hanging out to dry. I gotta welcome them in, especially if I believe in change. And if I believe one can change, it's only right. It's only right. But I'm not gonna start out with advanced level. We're gonna start out with some of the basics for a sport hater to be welcomed back into the sport fanatic world, the world that's filled with banter, the world that's filled with camaraderie, the world that's filled with getting along and having some fun and not being especially social. Well, sport hater, you come to the right place. You've come to the right place trying to seek change, trying to be a different individual than what you are. That is the beginning. That is the start of the process, is admitting that you are a sport hater. It may sound easy, but it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult when it rolls off your tongue, but just go ahead and say it. I am a sport hater. Say it one more time. Say it like you mean it this time. I am a sport hater. Now that you got that out of the way, now that you have that out the way, you gotta go to the next part. You have to be willing and open to change. Willing and open to thinking outside of the box, thinking something new, not improved, but new to your reality, to your world. But this first part is extremely important. Admitting that you are a sport hater, and then accepting the fact that you want to change, you need to change, and what you've been doing is a little bit different than how the rest of us in the sport world move. Banter is banter. Jokey jokes are jokey jokes. But hating is straight up hating. It's not even being a contrarian. Even though, I should say, I do too. But even though, you can be a contrarian and you can be a hater. The two aren't mutually exclusive. You can be both simultaneously at the same time. So a contrarian, if that's the route you choose to go, you can go down that path. You can skip down that yellow brick road. You can ease on down that road as well. You pick, you choose. I've given you multiple options. I'm just a narrator. But before we go down that path, down that way, how about we change or take a look into that hater mindset? The hater mindset. You're gonna have to, instead of being a little trolly, instead of doing what you normally do, you're gonna have to switch. You're gonna have to flip that switch. You're gonna have to tell that hamster to run backwards. You're gonna have to take the light out the bulb and basically say yes to everything Say yes to everything. Even if you got some questions, don't worry about the questions. Everybody has questions at the start. Everybody has questions in the beginning. You're just going to have to say some things. You're going to have to say some things or not question those things and just say yes when you hear those things. And if you need to review what I just mentioned, go ahead, go back. We can wait while you catch up. We can wait while you catch up. Hopefully you caught up now. If not, you know what to do to go back. But we're going to keep this moving. But if you want to be a contrarian and not be a hater contrarian, you're going to have to let the rest of us know what you truly stand for instead of falling for anything. Because if you don't stand up for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And we have to know your position to begin with. We have to know how and what you deem important, because if we don't know what you deem important, and if we don't know where you stand for, and you're just all over the place, all over the map, all over the globe, all over the earth, all over the solar system, then we're gonna say you're being a hater. You just another hater. But if you stand for something and you have principles and you just gonna do a no because it's a no, that's fine. That's okay. I see you. We see you. We see you. Yes, we do. But you're gonna have to at least be out of the hater game for some time. You're at least gonna have to give it a few months. Come out of the hater game before you want to go down the contrarian road, because it's not being a hater, but it's definitely hater-like. It's definitely hater-like. But if you are just providing the other argument for the sake of providing the other argument, we know that's the game. We know that's what it is. There's a method to the madness, so you will be okay. But coming from being a straight up hater to that, you might get lost in the system. You might combine the two because you're still new to not being a hater, that is. And you might fall back. You might fall back into your haterism. You might fall back in relapse into being a sport hater / contrarian. You don't want that. You want to change. You want reform. You want the new. You want to be like the rest of us, in a sense where it's banter and not just hate, where it's fun and games and it's not just hate, and it's not anti, even though there are nuances to this. But the nuances is another advanced level that I will be giving and providing for you sooner rather than later. But this is the 101 now. This is the basic. And it starts off with, I am a sport hater and I want to change. And then saying yes to everything. Then accepting a different point of view that's different from yours. Whether it makes sense or don't make sense, just let it marinate within your mind. Let it marinate within your solar system. Let it just orbit around you and not crash and not collide with any other thoughts or any other planets. Not just yet. Not just yet. You gotta develop a new way, a different way that fits you of thinking. And once you get all those down, once you're ready to go to the next level, then you can think about then you can possibly think about becoming a contrarian. But in the beginning, as of now, right now, with a couple of days and not months going by, and you try this out, you're just gonna relapse. I've seen it before. It's happened to many people, and robots, and cyborgs, and aliens, for that matter. In other words, it happens to the best of us. I'm looking out for your best interest, sports hater. I don't want you to relapse within the first couple of months. Nah. I want you to be a part of the community. I want you to learn banter. I want you to be happy. To find your happy place, to find your happy spot, to find your happiness within you, and not necessarily putting down and just being nefarious because it make you feel good. We don't climb on top of other people to get over and through the top. That is no. But the rest is for the next advanced level. This is 101. Get this down, and you are 1/4 of the way. 1/4 of the way ready to reintroduce yourself into this sport banter world. Still got some ways to go. You do. But it's okay. We're here for you. We are here for you.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.